I've been working on this planter, my first raised bed planter. I wanted to get one that I didn't have to mess with tools. Not that I don't have an aversion to tools, well, maybe, but also I didn't want to have to bug my dad to go get these tools. So I started on it yesterday because of the carpal tunnel and neuropathy and whatever, arthritis. I don't know. I know for sure I have carpal tunnel, but anyhow, I digress. That the simple act of twisting the widgets, which you can see I have them on backwards. It was easier for me because of the hand thing, and also I'm just spatially challenged. So these widgets are probably more than likely supposed to be on the inside. I'm pretty 100% sure they are, just for aesthetically pleasing purposes. But it worked out better for me anyway to do it this way. So if you get one of these, just remember that. So this is like a 4x2x1 planner on Amazon, not sponsored. It was about $32. I'll leave a link uh, in the description box for you. And I worked on some this morning. I had another video I was going to post with the how to put this together, but it's so obvious. And it was too long. And I was just talking about different stuff. But anyhow, I've only got to attach this right here left and this piece right here. And I'll be all set. It came with the lovely directions that are simple for us non-building people. Pictures. Perfect. Also came with gloves. And Smoochie Dog is coming. Somebody let her out. Because she knows I'm out here. And she wants to join us. Come see Smooch. So, one thing I will make a note of, if these threads, to keep them lined up, you might need to like do one at below and one at the top, just to keep them in line so they don't be all off kilter by the time. And this is where you would normally put this, but I'm going to go ahead and stay with what I got going on, which is outside, which is easier for me. I'm making this video on March 2nd. Other people are still freezing cold, but I wore these clothes in February, and then for a few days, and then on the, not a few days, the same clothes, but you know what I mean, this kind of wear, warm weather wear. It's 75 today, but just 2 days ago, it was like 40 something. We have false spring and false fall in the south. We're back in the spring, but I'm sure it'll chill up again. It can do that all the way to April sometimes, as long as we don't get a freeze, because we got a bad freeze last year and it destroyed all the blossoms on the pear and the persimmon and the mayhaw tree. If you don't know what a mayhaw is, it's sort of an orange cranberry like fruit grown in the Gulf Coast area, Louisiana, Texas. I'm sure Mississippi probably has some too. I guess the other states along the Gulf Coast. Makes really great jelly. Very popular in these parts and to tourists that happen to taste it. But we didn't get anything last year, anyone in this area, because a freeze killed all the blossoms. Because it had been like this and then suddenly boom. And I used to get hundreds of oranges, but as I've said in past videos, the freeze of 2021 was about 3 years ago, actually, just in February. Just, we didn't expect what we got, and it destroyed. We knew it was coming, but we didn't expect it to be that bad. It destroyed my orange trees. Part of one has come back. I'm trying to nurse it. It's just a little sprig, but I planted them over 20 years ago. Actually, I planted them almost 30 years ago. So you can imagine the devastation. Because in 30 years, I'll be 82, and I don't know if I'll ever have orange trees like that again. I digress. But it is about plants, so. All right, now all I have to do is attach this part, and that's one of those line up the little holes just right, because if something gets a slightly off kilter, it'll mess up the whole thing. And then we'll be complete. On Amazon, where I bought this, there is directions on how much soil to use, depending on the square footage in the bag of the soil for what goes in here. I've seen on other videos you put cardboard on the bottom or whatever mulch stuff to keep the grass from coming through. That'll be for another video.